Hey everybody, today I'm going to make sour cream chicken enchilada casserole. I've got my fixings together. Some of them I still need to get out the sour cream, and I need to get out some milk. I've got a metal pan that I'm going to use, a tin pan, so I can just throw it away when it's done, not have any cleanup for that. I'm going to get it all put together now so that all I have to do later is pull it out of the fridge and put it in the oven for dinner. So let's get started. Now we're going to start by putting our can of cream of soup in the bowl. I got the 98% fat-free kind. Figured if we're going to have this stuff, we should try and make it as healthy as we can. But anyway, well, let's get the soup into the bowl, and then we'll move on to the next step. If you hear noise in the background, it's my little robot vacuum vacuuming the house. So never mind. I'm cooking while it's cleaning. Works for me. Okay, I'm going to add the milk first. Alrighty, let's get the sour cream in here. Try and get it in here without any splashback. Don't want to get you guys wet. Get in as much as we can. This recipe calls for pepper just to taste, so we will just put a little sprinkle in there. Make sure this lid's closed. This container's tricky. Sometimes the lid pops open. Don't want too much pepper in there. That should be good. Alrighty, now we're going to add in our garlic powder, which is right here. This is a really good meal, super simple to make. You could even make it the day before and just put it in your fridge and then pull it out at dinner time and cook it. This recipe calls for a whole can of diced green chile. My family does not like it that way, so I'm not going to put that much in it. I'm going to, let's see, we're going to go as, I think I'll put in 2 tablespoons. You want the flavoring, but we don't really like, I don't know. For some reason my family didn't like the whole can in there. So we're going to go light with the chili. And then it calls for a tablespoon of onion, which is where I'm going to change it because my family loves onion. So we're going to put in more than a tablespoon of onion. We will put in 1, 2, and these are heaping, as you see, 3. We'll put in 5 tablespoons of onion because we do like onion in this household. And give this a good stir if we can. Just got to be careful because it'll be kind of splashy, if you know what I mean. Since we have some milk in there and then thicker items, it's going to be splashy. It's going to try and get you. And we'll see what the mixture looks like. I might add a little bit more chili to it, but I'm thinking not. We'll see. I think it'll be fine how it is. It'll have some chili flavor, but not be overwhelming. I think it's going to be just fine. Looks good. It looks good. Alrighty, on to the next step. Make sure you start by giving your pan a little spray here so we don't get stuck. When it's done, you want to be able to scoop this out. Okay, so spray it. Now that we have got our mix together, the liquid part of it, we're going to go ahead and line the bottom of our pan with tortillas. And I'll show you what I got. I got La Banderita white corn tortillas. So we're going to take these and line the bottom of the pan. And you could either tear them up or you can just lay them down like I am. You can do it however you want. There is no real rule with this. Bottom line is you just need the tortillas in the bottom of the pan. I'm going to tear one in half so I can fill the corners there. should be good there. Put some over here. And right there. Now we're ready to sprinkle the chicken on. So we'll get the chicken going and I'll be back with you in a minute. Got 1 can of chicken in there. And I should add that you don't have to use canned chicken if you don't want to. That's just what I'm using because that's what I have today. But you could use rotisserie chicken. I've done that before. Or you could use chicken breasts that you've cooked. I've done that before. This is just what I have today, so this is what I'm using. Now what we do is we add half the sauce on top of this mixture. So we're just going to kind of drizzle it around here. But you only want half of it at this point because you're going to make another layer. Let's see how we're doing. A little bit more. Okay, that's probably about half. Now we want to smooth it around. Make sure everything's coated well. And of course it'll move around as it cooks. When it gets hot, it'll start going everywhere. I'm going to add a little bit more. Just a little bit more. Got a couple spots that are kind of low. Right there. A little bit over here. I kind of missed the corners, I think. And a little bit here. All right. Let's smooth that out again. And now we're ready for the next step. Just a second. Now you want to sprinkle with cheese. I'm going to use 2 different kinds of cheese. I'm going to use a Mexican blend and I'm going to use sharp cheddar cheese. We will start with the Mexican blend. And you just want to literally sprinkle it around. This is a super simple meal, but very filling, and the family really enjoys it. And then you could always add, if you wanted to, you could always make Spanish rice on the side, if you felt you needed a side. And I'll think about it, I might make that. There's some cheddar. You don't need to make this layer really heavy with cheese, you just want cheese in it. Because again, you're doing 2 layers. Now we're going to start over. So now we're going to put the tortillas back down. And the tortillas, you could pick any kind you wanted to. It could be yellow corn or white corn. I just would not recommend flour. Flour comes out really goopy. I've tried that. I used my carb counter ones and it came out really goopy is the best description for what it was. It wasn't so great. So definitely use corn. Whether you use white or yellow, it probably doesn't matter. But definitely corn. Okay. Now we're going to go ahead and start the process over again. Now we're back to the chicken. So we're going to go ahead and sprinkle some more chicken over the top. And I'll be back in a few minutes. Now we're going to add another layer of sauce, and this would be your final layer. Let's get a layer of sauce on top of this, and then we'll smooth it around like we did on the one below it. And then this is the final layer, so now we're going to finish it. Get all the goodness in there. Spoon away and use the spatula. Gotta make sure we get all the goodies in there, huh? Okay, and then we're going to smooth it around just like we did on the layer below it. I'm just throwing the stuff in the sink. I'll deal with it later. But you smooth this around really well. Make sure everything's covered. You want a good moist layer here. There we go. Alrighty, now we start with the cheese again. Let me get this corner. There. We're gonna start with the Mexican blend first. And this is your top layer, so you want a good layer of cheese at this point. That bag's empty. On to the cheddar. Bag's really giving me a hard time for some reason. I'm not sure what its problem is. Make sure you get a good covering here. This one's empty too. I might have to get some more cheese. I'll be right back. Got a bag of sharp, so we will finish with another round of sharp cheddar cheese here. You want it pretty cheesy. Keep in mind, this is enchiladas, so there's a lot of cheese involved in enchiladas. So make sure you get a good coating of cheese around the edges too. You want to keep it all good and covered when it's in the oven. That's probably good. A little bit here and there. I'm going to add some olives to the top of it just to dress it up a little bit. There you have it. Now, all you'd have to do now, or all what I'm going to do right now, is I'm going to cover it up and I'm going to put it in the fridge until, right before dinner time, and then I'll put it in the oven, but it's ready to go. I will put the recipe in the video description, and thanks for watching. I hope you're enjoying the content that I'm putting out, and I'll see you in the next video. There it is. Let it cool down for a couple of minutes and we'll dish it out. So this is what it looks like. You got your sour cream and the tortillas are in there. I'll show you my plate. That's what it looks like. Husband already tried it, said it's delicious.